Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy and simple studded choker. So it's very easy. You're not even going to believe how easy this is. And this is very unisex for guys and girls. And if you're a little heavier like I am, this can be made to any width, so you're good. So stick around and I will show you how to do this. This is our base. This I bought at Hancock Fabrics, and it comes just like this. This is trim. You can find this where the lace and the trim are, with the studs and everything on it. And it was about $1.50, $2 for a yard. These are little hook and eye clasps. So I bought a package of these. There was 14 sets, and it was about $2 or $3. You're going to need fabric tack or some sort of adhesive for fabrics. You're going to need a pair of pliers. You're going to need a pair of scissors, seamstress tape, and you will also need some sort of ribbon for the back. This particular ribbon, it's a cotton, very soft cotton ribbon. That's what you want. You want something very soft. You do want something that's wide, because you will be putting this, here I'll show you the finished one, you'll be putting this on the back of the choker to cover up the sharp teeth from the studs. So the first thing you're going to do is, when you get this, when they trim it, these studs will go all the way to the end of the trim. But you need some sort of space here to put your clasp. So what you're going to want to do is take your pliers, and you see the little teeth on the back here. What you're going to want to do is take off the first stud on the end here, so that you will then be left with this. You'll have this little space right here, and you want to do that on the ends of both. Both ends you want to do that. Now what you might need to do, I had to do it to mine, is I had to take a pair of scissors and just trim the straight edge here so that it is straight. You want to put your cotton on the back, your cotton ribbon on the back. When you're cutting your ribbon, what you want to do is leave about a 1-inch tail on your ribbon, so you can see that. So here's this right here is our trim, the studded trim, and this is our ribbon. You want to leave about 1 inch hanging over the end of the studded trim, like so. And you want to do that on both ends right here. So as you can see, we have our little tails. Now what you're going to do is take your fabric tack or whatever your adhesive is that you're using, and you want to glue down your cotton ribbon to the back of your studded trim. Make sure that you line it up, it's very even. Make sure you've got your tails positioned like so, so that you have your little tail end and they're sticking out. So I'm just going to set this up and position it, and then we're going to glue it down. Alright, so here we go. We're just going to lay this down, and we're going to again reline this up. Make sure we have our little tails sticking out. Those tails will be important later for when we are attaching the clasps. Just press lightly. You might have some glue that comes through onto this side, so there you go. You want to follow the directions on your glue for how long you need to let this sit and dry. Okay, so mine isn't dry, but for the sake of this tutorial, we will keep moving. For your next part, what you're going to do is you're going to come back to these little tails that we made earlier. So essentially what we're going to do here is, you see we have our tail. We're going to put a hole in the ribbon. We're going to thread our little clasps through these holes that we make. And then once that happens, we're going to fabric tack this down like this. Here we go, we're going to make our hole. Now what I suggest is try and make the hole as close to the base of this tail as possible. Not so much that it's actually touching this part, the studded trim, but pretty close you want to go to the bottom. You can use your scissors to do this. You see how we made our hole in there? My hole looks a little messy, but if you use scissors and you take your time, your hole can come out very nice looking. I'll do this clasp first because it'll be easier. So what you're going to do, figure out how you want this to sit. Pull up the other side if you have to. You can have it sit so that the hook is facing down, or you could have it sitting so the hook is facing up. Whatever you want. Just thread this through the hole like this. You see how we can just very easily feel that clasp is in there now. So the next part, all we want to do is tack it down. So again, we're just going to come in with our fabric glue. You're only going to need a little bit for this. See, watch, we're going to just fold down this tab that we made from before. It's being a little tricky here. You don't want to be able to see the tail ribbon, so make sure that it is not visible on the other side here. And then you're just going to hold that in place until it tacks down to make sure that it stays tacked. Because I like to pull a little on the clasp here just to make sure that it's fully up and out of the hole as much as it can be. It's good to mention with these clasps, they can be a little tricky because they're meant to hold very securely. So what you might want to do is take a pair of pliers, okay? Take a pair of pliers and gently holding down on the tab that's inside of the necklace already. You just want to gently pull up on the clasp so that you can see it opens a little bit more. But don't be discouraged by that. You're still going to have a nice clasp for your necklace. You don't have to worry about this coming off because it's tension, you know. It's very secure. Okay, so there you can see we have everything tacked down. And there's our little clasp. This is what it looks like on. And all you're going to do is just repeat that step on the other side with the other side of the clasp. And then there you go. There's now both sides with the clasp. And then all you do is just simply hook it together, and that's everything. If you want to make it a little nicer, you can maybe round off these corners here. But all you would really need to do is, so you have your ends here, just take your scissors and just go around, just cut off the corner like that. I'll do it on the other side. You can see it makes a little bit of a difference, but it's completely up to you how you want to finish these rough edges off. But there we go. There's our choker. It's all done. That wasn't too hard, was it? Now you have this nice choker. Like I said, this was very inexpensive. Just go to Joann Fabrics or Hancock Fabrics. Look for these trims. They have stud ones, they have grommeted ones, they have lace ones with chains, they have regular plain chain that they sell there, and it's very, very cheap, very, very affordable. And you can use this same technique with the clasp and everything. You can make bracelets, anklets. You can really do anything you want. So I hope all you guys learned a lot today. I'm gonna go, and I will see you next time. Enjoy. Bye.